Did the Twilight Saga succeed where so many vampire hunters have failed over the years and actually kill off cinematic bloodsuckers? Not exactly. In the decade since the 5-movie series ended with Breaking Down Part 2, some vampire movies have been released. Some of them, like the underseen Byzantium and the droll Only Lovers Left Alive, are quite good. They're also nearly a decade old, and skew more art house than mainstream. Meanwhile, horror's continuing popularity during this period has moved it in other directions, aided by the fact that the Twilight movies, whatever their charm as romance or soap opera or camp, are not especially strong adherents to the horror genre. Now, as summer slowly turns to fall, 2 high-profile vampire-related movies have arrived, both The Invitation, now in theaters, and Day Shift, now on Netflix, attempt to untame creatures that were virtually defanged by some of the most popular vampire movies ever made. The Twilight movies presented a family of vampires who weren't just good guys, but in the case of Edward, Robert Pattinson, a hopeless, in the sense of being both passionate and insufferable, romantic, lavishing attention upon unassuming Bella, Kristen Stewart, the creepiness mostly subtextual. It makes a kind of sense that the most popular vampire movies in their absence feature the next step in domestication, the parenting-centric, murder-free narrative of the 4 Hotel Transylvania movies, kid-friendly cartoons where Dracula is happy to subsist on synthetic blood. There's so little visceral thrill in the Twilight Saga that their game stars, Stewart and Pattinson, had to head elsewhere for a more genuine goth fix, Personal Shopper, the Batman, David Cronenberg movies. Maybe the popularity of the horror-drained vampire stories is why The Invitation often feels like it's starting over from scratch. Treating these creatures almost as if they're obscure figures, it holds the confirmation that the movie is about vampires for well into its second half. The trailer evinces no such reluctance. Then again, any students of the genre will have their suspicions when scraping by Evie, Nathalie Emmanuel, is invited by distant, wealthy cousins to attend a lavish wedding at a gothic-looking castle. Evie has no living immediate family of her own, and there's undeniable novelty in this young black woman finding out she bears some relation to a family of posh, white English people,